We are back live. We had a little technical difficulty that caused our stream to end, which we were talking about getting used to using your stream deck, um, using with StreamYard, and I lost connection with the stream. So I end up having to broadcast, do a new rebroadcast of a new stream. So you will see this come up. I'm gonna probably after this is over have to upload me some thumbnails and upload some description information after this stream is over. But I'm glad I was able to get back on. I know I had my good man Tech Troublemaker who was with me in the chat, and someone had also joined, I believe, to want to answer, had either had a question or had a comment, and I just lost connection there, and so we're back on. And but like I said, these things happen when you're doing a live stream live, and at that moment it becomes a matter of, okay, how are you going to respond to a situation like this? And so I'm glad we were able to navigate and to get this fixed. And so I'm gonna get back to our demonstration of using the stream deck here. And so I guess we can pull back the what's that there? I'm clicking. Okay, there. So that's that. There's the banners. Okay. So I'm, hopefully, when you're kind of navigating and doing multiple things at the same time, I'm hoping I'm saying, did I have some technical difficulties, or did I end up hitting the end broadcast where close to where I had my banners is, where we were talking about using hotkeys? And so I think a good lesson that this has kind of taught me is where I have the go live button and where I have my banners in comment section, I'm going to have to move this hotkey in a different location so I don't do what I think I just did, where I ended the stream prematurely. I ended my stream prematurely by hitting the wrong key. And so that is definitely a good takeaway. So when you're using rather the StreamYard Mini with 6 keys, or if you're using the StreamYard Stream Deck, I'm sorry, the Stream Deck Mini with 6 keys, or the Stream Deck with 15 keys, or if you're using the Stream Deck with 32 keys, you got to make sure that your go live button and your in broadcast, if they're the same. So I mostly have both of them being the same, that you don't end up hitting the wrong key and ending your stream prematurely, which I just did. So that was a lesson right there. I just learned all by myself doing it live, because I end up hitting the wrong key and I ended the broadcast prematurely, and now I end up having to do a new stream all over. But that's the whole purpose of why I wanted to do this live stream. Getting used to being able to use the hotkey functions from the Stream Deck with the StreamYard, and just being able to make mistakes in real time, and then seeing how to respond to when those mistakes happen versus reacting. I'm a big believer when you learn how to respond properly to something, you're able to recover. You're able to recover more effectively. But when you're reacting, it's going to be more of a challenge for you to be able to recover based on the situation that has been created. And so making that error by ending the stream prematurely, when I had everything from my thumbnails, from my title and my description in the YouTube, and now I'm going to have to, when the stream is over, kind of redo all of that, so that way YouTube kind of understand what this live stream is about. I'm going to have to remake it, but that's okay. That's how you learn, and that's how you learn in terms of just becoming more familiar with how to use something, and to be careful about not hitting the wrong keys when you're using your Stream Deck, because if you hit the wrong keys and you end up having your go live or your in broadcast too close to one another, it's going to cause an issue where you're going to end up ending your stream prematurely, like I did. So just to kind of show you right here where I have my setup, you can see where, give me 1 second here. Let me just tap that one more time. Come on. There we go. So you can see there where my go live button and my in broadcast are all in the same button. So probably one of the things I'm going to have to look to do is to, instead of having my go live button and my in broadcast the same button, I'm going to have to make my in broadcast a separate button, and maybe put that down in the bottom corner where I have my video cam or my mic. I don't really need my mic to be muted. I'm pretty much good with that. I can, or I may just try to remove something else here that they have. But by having my go live and my in broadcast so close to where my my chats, my banners, my branding, and my chat messages is, you can see where by I end up hitting the go live button by error because I wasn't paying attention. I'm just kind of looking into the camera, and I'm kind of navigating with my fingers trying to press the right button. I end up ending the broadcast prematurely. And so that's definitely a lesson that, those of you who will watch the replay, if you have purchased your stream deck for the first time and you're kind of getting used to using your hotkeys, take note that if you have your go live and your in broadcast right next to where you are going to be pushing for comments, for to use the branding, you got to be careful to make sure that you, because we want to look at the camera when we want to speak directly to the audience. When you try to navigate with your hands, thinking you have the second to the top button, which is where your comment section is, you end up putting it where the top part is. You end up ending your broadcast. And so we made that mistake here live here on the live stream. And so, but we move forward and we learn. And so what I can do here is I can also maybe take, what else could I do? I guess I could move, and you can kind of see this in real time. I can move. Can it let me move? Yeah, there I go. So see how I can move that? I can move. And so then maybe what I do is I take the gear, put this here, take this here, and then put that there. So now my comment section is right here at the bottom here. Until I determine which one of these keys I'm going to eliminate to make an in broadcast. Now I have my comment section, and I have the banner section and the brand and chat section here at the bottom, so it's more easier for me to push on. And then that way, if I'm going to end my broadcast, keeping it as go live and in broadcast all in the same button, where the settings or the gear icon to go into your settings is beneath it. So I really don't have a need during the stream to be pushing the gear icon. I'm going to primarily be working with pulling up a presentation, pulling up a video file. So I'm keeping those things there down in at the very bottom level for ease of use. So that will help me not to end up hitting the wrong button and ending the stream prematurely. And so, as you can see, I've moved it from having the banner and the comments in the chat section from the top and just replacing it with the gear, and everything else is still the same. So using your hotkeys, being able to become familiar with them, being able to move them and navigate them in a place where you don't end up making the mistake that I made by ending my first live stream prematurely. And as a result, if you end up doing that, then you end up having to start a live stream over. And so, hey, that's how you end up, just through trial and error. you throughout trial and error of learning how to use your Stream Deck. I really love using the Stream Deck because of the ease of use. Hey, if you are watching us live tonight here on the Huddle, we're talking about just becoming more familiar how to use your Stream Deck, how to use hotkeys with StreamYard. Let me know in the chat where you're watching us from here on YouTube, and let us know if you are a part of Team Live or if you catch the replay being a part of Team Replay. Give us a hashtag Team Replay. So banner number 2 talks about learning to be becoming more familiar with the software. And what's interesting is I'm spending more time getting used to using the StreamYard. I'm under the Stream Deck. I'm understanding that the Stream Deck does so many other functionalities for other types of things you can use it. If you are a person who has a Streamlabs with OBS, or if you're a person that's into gaming, like with Twitch, the Stream Deck, it works with great ease and functionality in being able to do gaming, to be able to pull down, and program sound effects into the Stream Deck, depending on if you have the Stream Deck Mini, which is six keys, or the Stream Deck that with which I have is the 15 keys. A lot of individuals have the 32 because maybe they want to have sound effects and they need multiple functions for hotkey purposes. But there's so many other things that you can use the Stream Deck for, not just for live streaming purposes for StreamYard, but if you need to do screenshots, just kind of looking over here at the software, OBS Studio for mixer. People use the Stream Deck for editing and mixing audio purposes. So you can even use it for mixing and editing purposes. So there's just so many other functionalities that the Stream Deck provides a person to use more than just live streaming. And so if you get you have a Stream Deck, and if you're just kind of using it primarily for streaming, I want to challenge you to get to become more familiar with the software. So if you end up having to start doing editing or mixing, or if you need to start using it for sound effects, you can go right here to the software and become more familiar with it. You can be able to upload hotkey buttons to be able to go directly to a social media channel such as YouTube, such as Twitter, such as Twitch. So I mean, the functionality of this Stream Deck um, is amazing. And like I said, I've only had it a couple of weeks, but it's amazing that what's in the software. And then if there's updates that you can update it with, being able to edit profile, add multiple pages, put folders to it. Um, there's so much here that one video is not going to cover. But take the time, if you have a Stream Deck, to become not just familiar with your hotkeys, become familiar with what the software is in there. Become familiar what's in the software, so that way, as you have to start using it, it becomes easier for you to do it, and you can be able to do what you need to do. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this learning session on how to use the Stream Deck and hotkeys, whether it's for live streaming, whether for gaming, or for editing, or just for whatever purpose you need it for, do me a favor, smash the like button, share this live stream on your favorite social media channel for me. If you are watching me in the chat, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from, and we will definitely shout you out. See, I already see now this time, because I have my comments and button in the bottom of the thing. Now I don't end the stream prematurely trying to pull up my good friend Spoke Creative. What's up, Robert? How you doing? So I appreciate you joining me. I had Tech Troublemaker on earlier. And because I had the comments button next to the go live and where my go live is, which also is ending the broadcast, I end up ending the stream prematurely and end up having to set a whole new stream up all over again. And so you're joining me on this restream uh, broadcast here. Robert says, I need to reconfigure my stream deck soon. It's a great, I appreciate it. Great tutorial. Yeah, being able to even reconfigure your stream deck based on the what you need to do and use it for um is a great benefit of using this piece of live streaming software. It's good to be able to have that. And you know, as I've been getting to learn how to use this stream deck, as I begin to study on how to use it, it began to really open my eyes to see that, this stream deck can be used for just so many other things, not just for live streaming, not just for gaming, but for editing, for sound effects, and that ease of use. And again, depending on the need, not so much is the want. Sure, I would love to go ahead and get a 32, but right now I'm gonna start with what I have right now with the 15, become familiar with it, how to use it, and then when the time comes, we will progress and go ahead and to use what we have and master what we have. So we talked about how to use your hotkeys. We talked about becoming familiar with the software. Another thing I want to talk about is overcoming your fears on how to use the Stream Deck. The hesitation of the fear of you may break something, the fear you may make a mistake and end up hitting the wrong button and your live stream goes off air, just like I did tonight. All I can do is just laugh at myself because and the lesson that I learned was I end up having the comments button too close to the go live button, which also is used as to end my broadcast. So the lessons that I'm going to take from tonight, and I hope you're able to take something from this tutorial lesson on using the Stream Deck, is one, um, a common button that you use on the Stream Deck, don't have it so close to where your end broadcast is, because we as content creators, as live streamers, we always want to keep eye contact with the audience and be able to let them know that we're not just kind of looking down at the monitor, but we're looking at them. But at the same time, you're navigating with your hand, trying to feel the buttons of trying to move something, because you don't want to shift and change your head so much during the live stream. And so the lesson I took there is, okay, let's just reposition the comments button in a different area of the Stream Deck, and the go live in broadcast is at the top, and we're good. But okay, I made the mistake and I ended the stream prematurely. I got to do a little work after the live stream where I can upload a thumbnail, put some titles and descriptions into the new live stream after we go off, delete the previous video, and go with that. But it was a lesson. But sometimes fear has a way of kind of holding us captive, because we don't want to experiment, we don't want to try and learn, because we don't want to look like we have it all together all the time. We're an expert at what we're doing. Well, I believe sometimes being real with people, saying, "Hey, look, I got a great piece of software. I'm going to learn this," and you can take the other approach where you can watch maybe 15 to 20 other YouTube videos on how to use a Stream Deck, because there are people like my good friend Ken, the content coach, who has a great video on the Stream Deck. Kurt Nugent, he has a great video on the Stream Deck. We're using StreamYard. There's some great quality videos. There are some people who are even offering courses on how to use a Stream Deck. So you can go that route. Or if you want to just say, hey, look, through trial and error, I'm just going to go live, let my community know what I'm doing. And maybe there's some individuals in the community, like, Spoke Creative and Tech Troublemaker, that they can share their feedback with you on real time. Okay. And you can learn and grow that way just as effectively as the other ways. And so, hey, but hey, it's about us learning. It's about us learning. It is about us learning. I'm clicking my comment section here. Okay, who do I got? Oh, Spoke Creative says, yeah, I accidentally ended a stream before, and I was not even using the Stream Deck. See, it happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us, and we end up making an error like that. But okay, so I end up ending a live stream prematurely for the first time. And how long I've been going live now? For at least a good close to a year and a half or more. Think I've been doing this for about close to 2 years, maybe. And it's my first time. And so lesson learned. But I'm a true believer of how you respond to crisis determines how effectively you can be able to recover from crisis. Say that again. How you respond to a crisis can play a big major role on how you recover from the crisis. If you are reacting, if you're becoming reactionary when you end up making the mistake, then it can become a little frustrating. And because we can end up becoming prisoners of wanting to be perfectionists, it can end up causing us to end up just not being able to recover from the crisis. So um, it's all about responding the right way and learning as you go. So we're talking about overcoming your fears when you're using your Stream Deck, and that can be for not just the Stream Deck. If you're using StreamYard for the first time, which this video is not sponsored by StreamYard, but um, if you're using StreamYard for the first time and you're trying to learn how to live stream, hey, just practice. Get out there, which kind of takes me to my next point. Start practicing. You got to practice with this. That's the only way you're going to get better with it. That's the only way you're going to become more comfortable with it. You got to practice and use and become more familiar with it. And so, if you are a person who is watching me tonight, as we're talking about learning about using the Stream Deck and the hotkeys, let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. And if you are watching this on the replay, certainly let us know in the replay if you're a part of Team Replay in the comments, hashtag Team Replay. And if you're interested in maybe using this software called StreamYard, we'll make sure we have a link where you can be able to maybe try, StreamYard out for free. And I think it's up to 30 days. And then you either stick with the free plan or you can go with a paid plan with the basic plan. And you can be able to use it for your live stream shows that you use online. But my point is, you got to practice, push past the fear, push past the perfectionism, push past on what you may think, what people may think about you, and what you think people may be saying about you. Because he did a live stream tonight and he ended up hitting the wrong button and hitting. Okay, hey, look, the best of us have made that mistake. But again, it's a matter of how you recover from it. How are you recovering from the things that you're learning? And that is the only way you're going to become more efficient at what you're doing. So that's what we have for tonight on session 2 on learning to use the Stream Deck, becoming more familiar with hotkeys. That's what we have. So tonight, if you have any questions and you are listening to us live and let us know in the chat, any comments or questions you may have, or if you have any questions or comments during the replay about using the Stream Deck, and or any comments or thoughts you want to share, let us know in the comment section, and we'll certainly respond. But that's what we have. We're going to make this, 25 to 30 minutes session. And I want to thank my man Spoke Creative, Robert, for joining us tonight. I want to thank my man Tech Troublemaker for joining me in the early stream that got ended prematurely. And this video is not so much in terms of wanting to get a ton of views or getting subscribers. Just wanted to put ourselves out there and learn in real time. Learn in real time, make some mistakes in real time, make some adjustments in real time, so that if we are able to help 3 people through this video, then this video has accomplished its mission. This video has accomplished its mission on creating this video and this live stream. We've accomplished our mission here and being able to make it. Again, the focus is not so much on the views and the subscribers, but it's about putting out a piece of content that's going to be of benefit and value to 1 to 2, 3 people who are watching this on the replay. So that's it for this evening. I want to thank again my man Robert, Spoke Creative, Tech Troublemaker, and Team Replay for being in the house and watching if we go off the air, just continuing, because we're seeing these live streams getting in suggested. We're getting into recommended for home pages. So YouTube is getting us out there. The next step, now that we're getting in front of everybody, is about making quality content that keeps them engaged, that keeps that retention. And so next week, we're going to talk about, Canva. I've been using Canva now for a little over close to 2 years. And I remember when I started using it consider myself pretty proficient, but I remember my beginning stages and my thumbnail game was terrible. But after being and using Canva for a while, I think I've become very proficient in making good quality thumbnails. So we're going to talk about Canva and thumbnails next week. So we will see you on the huddle Saturday, 11 a.m. Have a good evening. God bless.